Yeah, so how many of you have heard that phrase? The methods change, but the message stays the same. Tell me this is not the foundation bedrock upon which we understand why we can innovate the way we do as evangelicals. We work very, very hard to try and innovate our methods, but we want to preserve that sort of unchanging gospel message. What I learned when I was in advertising, my job, I was a strategic planner, and my job was to inhabit your mind, to hijack your imagination, brand your brain with a Porsche logo, and then feed you opinions you thought were your own. You're welcome. Yeah. I'm here to atone for that sin.
By being a pastor?
By being a pastor, a Mennonite pastor, no less. What is that? So anyway, what I learned when I was in advertising is that statement, the methods change, but the message stays the same, is actually a lie. In fact, the real truth behind all of this is that none of us were informed, because it's not to your advantage to know this, is that the medium is the message. Let me put it another way. A quote from a famous man named Marshall McLuhan, who actually coined the phrase, the medium is the message. He says it this way: the content or message of any medium has about as much importance as the stenciling on the casing of an atomic bomb. So you and I, we can have a little debate about whether or not Desperate Housewives is a good program or not, or whether or not you should watch the gospel on TV or not. All the while, we are oblivious to the fact that the flickering mosaic of pixelated light is repatterning neural pathways in the brain, causing you to have a different experience, causing you to think in different ways, causing you to reduce your capacity for abstract thought, causing you to appreciate intuitive experiences. And that shapes the gospel radically. So if you come to this believing that you can simply change the methods and evolve them without actually affecting the message, then you're not doing yourself or your community a service. So my interest is in waking us up to see the hidden ways these things are shaping us. Now, the reason I care about any of this, and the reason that some of you may be scratching your head saying, why is he talking about this at a pastor's convention, is because Christianity is fundamentally a communication event. God revealing God's self to the world. That's what God is doing. That's the business of this religion we're a part of. And God used an endless number of media to convey that very message. A burning bush, stone tablets, scrolls, pillars of fire, pillars of smoke, a donkey. A donkey. And every one of those things conveys something about the nature of this God. Every one of them, regardless of what's spoken, each medium conveys something. Why does that matter for us? Because every one of us in this room is called to communicate and reveal God to the world. And you have an infinite number of media to choose from in order to do that. But the most important medium, the most powerful medium, is you. You are God's chosen medium to incarnate the hands and feet of God in an aching world.